Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Lemmings. Aw, I haven't seen these guys in a while. This one is kinda topical, what with all the talk about the massive Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks. Let's turn back the clock and look at an early game in Rockstar's library. Years ago, when Rockstar North was known instead as DMA Design, they focused mainly on shooters and platformers for the many gaming computers available in the United Kingdom. And their first big breakout hit was an adorable little puzzle game known as Lemmings. Based on the cute rodents, your goal was to guide them from the entrance of a level to the exit, assigning Lemmings certain jobs to get through obstacles. The cute graphics and thoughtful, in-depth gameplay were an instant hit, and the game ended up ported to basically everything but a screen and spawning a whole franchise. I should mention at this point, I love the Lemmings. It's a perfect example of a kind of game that combines simple gameplay with thoughtful puzzles and strategy. And while it does contain a lot of waiting around depending on the level, just watching the little guys go to work is so oddly satisfying that I don't mind the downtime. I didn't even know there was a Lemmings Game Boy game, so I'm excited. Granted, the game is all based on the massively incorrect myth that lemmings will follow each other to commit mass suicide, when in fact they likely jump off cliffs to swim away and form second colonies when the current colony get too big. But then again, I'm pretty sure real-life lemmings don't have blue tunics and green hair. The box art is the same as it is for nearly every release of the game, with one lemming front and center gazing into the distance. But I love all the background details happening, showing off some of the in-game abilities. Seriously, this is kind of an all-time fantastic cover. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get my strategy on. Follow me for Lemmings. Lemmings by Psygnosis, and Ocean, and a bunch of companies. Lemmings? Oh, come on. Lemmings has good music. Where's the title screen music? Also, this title screen just looks weird. Fun, tricky. Oh, that's weird. You hit A to choose and B to choose. Like to go up and down. Well, let's start with fun. Let's do this. Just dig. Lemmings to save. 1. There's the music. Oh, and there's the really good music. Alright, there they are. Okay, so how do we do this? Oh. Aha. Oh man, sorry, I'm just grooving on this music. Okay, so I'm guessing it's A to select a lemming. B to select a power. Alright, digger. You. Dig. Graphically, it's definitely a bit slower than the PC. I mean, obviously. Wait. Is this gonna be a deadly fall? Oh god, what have I done? Okay, hang on, we have to restart. The lemmings died, and it wasn't my fault. It totally was my fault. So, I've played a lot of different versions of Lemmings, and so far the only problem with this one is that it's a little bit slower than the other ones. But I mean, the graphics actually do not look that bad. It looks like they really tried to recreate the level style from the computer releases. Alright, this is a significantly smaller drop, so this should work just fine. So my only problem with Lemmings in general is there is a lot of waiting around, which is something I'm not a huge fan of. Is this still too high? Damn it. Oh, that's pause? What? Oh no, that was the explosion button! Oh god, what have I done? Oh no, the lemmings, I'm so sorry. Oh, the lemming manatee. I still should be able to win. I don't think you need all of them this time. You know, I suppose I could have just had all of them dig straight down, and then once they're here, it resets their, fall distance. But I didn't think of that, and now one lemming is dead. Ah, well. And now we wait. Hurry up! Okay, that confirms it. This is, in fact, almost a straight-up remake. Oh, listen to how awesome the music is. But yeah, these levels are direct recreations. So for this one, we just give everyone the floater ability. Yeah, so the only problem is that it goes a little slower than the other versions, but I don't know, I can live with that. It's annoying, but I can live with it. Music is Oh, this music's great. I am grooving right now. Okay, but I want to try something. It's time for mayhem. What do we got? Oh, we got a little bit of everything. Wait, what? Pause. Okay. We don't have anyone who can go up. Oh, no. Whoops. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's think about this. So this is what makes Lemmings such a good game. The ability to pause and think out everything you're doing. Can you... Okay, I can't help but feel I've made a lot of mistakes. Maybe I jumped into mayhem too hard. Hang on, I want to check out one other level. How about tricky? This one is a doodle. Did that say dawdle? Oh, you can't assign when paused, right. Oh god, I'm so bad. So, the only problem is that without mouse controls, it does actually hurt the game. Like, you can see, ideally you want to be able to quickly select stuff, and having to sort of drag your cursor like this is a problem. Oh god, I'm so bad at this. So, there are definitely some drawbacks to this version of Lemmings. Wait, no. Don't you dare. Go. And another stopper. Okay, I actually got it. Yeah, you wouldn't think that Lemmings would need, like, super precise timing, but it absolutely does. Oh boy, I hope this reaches. We're good. Alright. Now, make a hole. There's nothing more satisfying than a Lemmings puzzle well solved. Also, some Lemmings have to die. Pop. The slowdown is a problem, as is the movement controls. I really wish I had the mouse. And I don't think there was a Game Boy mouse peripheral. But you know what? It's still Lemmings. It's still pretty fun. It's still, overall, an enjoyable game. Maybe it's a bit more problematic due to, you know, the limitations of the Game Boy, but in general, still a very, very fun game. Now, onward to freedom, young Lemmings. Except for you. You're stuck here forever. Sorry. Even tiny, slow, and awkward, the Lemmings can still entertain. I'm gonna be totally honest. Although I love the Lemmings and I love the Game Boy, I was skeptical about the ability to combine the two. The Lemmings have a lot going on, and the Game Boy, as wonderful as it is, has hardware limitations that could really hurt a game like this. But in the end, the two worked quite well together. The gameplay itself was totally fine. Ported to the small screen with only a few minor changes to be made, the graphics made the jump very well. Although there was a little muddiness due to the significantly reduced colors, the Lemmings themselves were animated just fine. And of course, the music was delightful. Remixes of classical songs that add to the cartoony tone of the game. But unfortunately, in making the jump, some sacrifices did have to be made. One of them, of course, being the frame rate, which took a hit and made the game a bit slow. Coupled with waiting around being in the nature of Lemmings gameplay, it certainly was an issue that stood out. Although since the game emphasizes thoughtfulness, the slowdown actually could be beneficial at times. And I'm used to playing Lemmings with a mouse, making selecting it with a D-pad a bit awkward. Although to be fair, most of the original Lemmings releases were played on gaming computers and consoles that didn't have mouse control, so it's hard to complain about an issue that really didn't get solved until Lemmings hit more modern computers years later. Really, of the many games to jump from computers to Game Boy, Lemmings made that jump almost completely unharmed. As long as you can deal with some slowdown and a little control awkwardness, you have an all-time amazing strategy game on the handheld. And for what it's worth, real Lemmings don't explode, despite some people actually believing they do. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.